Imagine owning something that grows in value while someone else pays you rent. That's the power of real estate investing, and it's more accessible than many people think. Today's topic, we're talking about real estate investing. So, understand the two main ways to make money online. You understand? So, now, how to invest in real estate is the question here. How do you invest in real estate? Understand the two main ways to make money. Real estate pays you in two powerful ways. Yes, you and I can agree that. The first one is the income base, and which is how monthly rent from tenants. Don't forget, number two, appreciation. Your property becomes more valuable over time. So, and the price of its value, when you want to sell it outright, you are getting way more than, you are getting more profit in simple terms. So both together is what we call long-term wealth. Okay, so when you see people invest in property, do not just think they are wasting money. They know what they are doing. Some people would think have different motive, but if you are doing into property investment for the sake of business, then you're on the right lane. So now, number two, choose your path. Ways to invest in real estate. What are those ways? Number one, buy a rental property. That is the most common that most people, beginners, do. I started from buying just one, then I grew up from that point. Okay, so you buy a house or an apartment or a small building, rent it out, earn monthly income. Good for people who want more control and long-term gains. Okay, number two, house hacking. Great for beginners. How do I mean? Live in one part of your property and rent the rest out, or one out. But remember, there are licensing laws that you need to adhere to, like I said in my first video. And there are also short-term agreement you need to do. You need to have a license number. Make sure the local policy applies. Then your tenant helps pay your mortgage. So if your mortgage, for example, one of my mortgage is 555. My tenant can actually pay that, so I'm reading for free. So real estate investment trust is another one. So real estate investment trust, this is the real estate without owning the building. Okay, so you are into real estate, or actually you're not owning the building. You buy shares in companies that own properties. So each cheap and totally hands off. So this is really, really good for those of you that do not want to, like, I don't want to get involved with all the hassles with owning a house and whatever. You can actually invest in real estate and also get your profit. Then funding platform. You invest small amount of money into a big estate project online, and also good if you want diversification without buying a whole property. So that's another area you can actually invest in real estate. Number five, fix and flip. By this, I simply means buy a property, renovate it, sell for a profit, fast returns, higher risk, more work. When I mean more work, because you will be involved in the renovation process. Renovation process don't be my mind, no be beans. It is hard work. I'm telling you. No, get it for fact. And number four, know your budget. So before buying, please ask, how much can I afford to invest? Do I have savings for a down payment? Can I handle repairs? Or when there are vacancies, like I said in my previous videos, you have a property to lease out to your guests. There are no guests coming because of the time of the year. So you are paying mortgage and there's no guests, zero occupancy rate. You have to bear the cost. So start small, but in a perfectly fine manner. Okay. Number four, last but not the least, please research the location. Say, for example, you have a property close to the airport. You know you have guests there. But if you have a property outside of the city, it's not a profit making this thing for you. So that's why you need to be very, very careful. The location matters a lot. Now, look out for, when I'm talking about location, looking out for job growth, good schools around the area. Are there good schools? Low crime rate. That's another thing to consider. Then low, strong rental demand. So these are the things you have to consider before you when you talk about location. Location matters more than anything else to me. So if you're out there, you want to have a quick turnover, then you also have to think about the location of your rental as well, your apartment. So number five, run the numbers in simple version. Say, for example, before investing, check cash flow, is equals to rent, is equals to expenses. So anything you are doing, please put expenses and logistic, sundry expenses into it, because definitely expenses must surely come. Expenses includes your mortgage, your taxes, your insurance, your unplanned repairs, your vacancies. Like I said, vacancies, you pay your mortgage, but there's no guest booking your rental because of the time of the year or whatever. So you have to keep paying your mortgage. So if cash flow is positive, the property earns money each month. And that is the reason why, if you want to stay in business, put all these things on the table and see if it's something you can actually manage. If you can, then dive in. Okay? Don't look back, please. Don't get discouraged. Decide who manages the property. You can actually manage your property. Manage it yourself. But that involves more work and you get more profit. So hire a property manager. Is equals to less work and less profit. So the choice is yours. I would rather manage it myself, and if it's grown beyond my capability, then I can hire someone. But now, choose based on your time and comfort level. So if you're a starter, I advise you to run your property yourself. Okay. Number 7, long-term. Think about the long term. Okay. Now, real estate works best with time. Property grows over time. Rent grows. Your mortgages shrink. Your net worth increases, and that is the reason why you need to it's a slow, steady path to wealth. So that is why, like I said, invest money that you can actually lose. When I mean lose, just in your head that you have this money you've invested, you're not taking back. That works for you over years. Now, what are you taking home from today's topic? Takeaway is simply, investing in real estate doesn't require being rich. It requires a plan. You don't have to, you can start from the scratch. It requires a plan, number 1. Number 2, patience. I have been there. I will guide you for free. Patience is very important. Smart research, good math, and also a long-term mindset. You need to have that long-term mindset. You don't have to come into property investment and think tomorrow you are making a profit. No. Start simple, start small, but please start. Stop postponing it, because postponing it every day is not going to help you. If you want, I can create, like I said, a beginner's real estate investment plan for you. And also, I can do a podcast script or YouTube style breakdown for you as well in my next video, if that's what you want. But then I will advise you to visit my stand store or my seller store. There are so many ebooks out there on property investment for beginners, so that will really help you, and it gives you a step-by-step guide what you need to do. So the hierarchy is quite straightforward and self-explanatory. If you are in this stage, you brush to this side or you brush to this side, so it gets you through the process. And believe me, tomorrow you'll thank me. You need to be consistent. You need to be focused. Make sure you've made up your mind that you're determined to come into property investment, and you'll thank me tomorrow. Thank you for watching. This is Chrissantus Investment. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We love you, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.